Get out of there, Pee-wee! Let me see. I gotta watch this. Penguin Zero drop.
Yes. The game not only lives up to the hype, but it has so much additional meat on it that kept my tummy full and super satisfied with the purchase. And just look at me. My grease is going Ultra Instinct right now. You know why? It's because we're under a boil water notice, so I'm afraid to take a shower for a little bit. So I'm just letting all the filth accumulate, which only improves my ability to game. I've been grinding off-stream Dragon Ball Sparking Zero ranked matches because the gameplay is just actually super fun and a lot different than I expected. So I grew up with the Budokai series, played all the Tenkaichi games. I mentioned this before, but one of the very first videos I ever filmed
I have two, chat. Not tooting my own horn, but toot toot.
Was a Budokai, I think it was Budokai 1 video where I was giving a tutorial on how to unlock a character. I don't remember who, but I put my family's little camcorder on a chair next to me and filmed the screen as I unlocked the character. So this is a series that is obviously near and dear to my heart. And when I heard they were bringing Tenkaichi back with Sparking Zero, I was extremely excited, but I expected I'd only enjoy it casually. Not the case. I've been putting some sweat into this. I'm putting some blood, sweat, tears, and cum into this game. I've been watching videos on like more advanced techniques such as how to get out of getting hit from behind, because back shots in this game are tough. Like if you're taking back shots, usually you're eating the entire combo. The whole whopper is getting fed to you. But there are mechanics, if you're good enough, where you can get out of those. So I was learning all of that, and I've been grinding. It's fun. Like, it's a really, really good game.
I low-key need to watch videos on that because, like, with me, whenever I play the game, or whenever I play any game, I jump straight into it with my own knowledge, not knowing how to, like, play. I don't watch no videos, or I'll watch videos, see somebody do something, I try to imitate it, and whenever I can get it down, I get it down. But whenever not, it's like, it's hard. But, like, when it comes to Tenkaichi games, I'm just a natural fucking demon at them, but there is a lot of moves that I don't know, and a lot of moves that I need to figure out how to do. So, not gonna lie, I need to start watching videos on that,
both casually and competitively. Now let's go ahead and get into it. I'll get my biggest complaint out of the way right now. This is something I said on stream a few times that ruffled some feathers, but I'm tired of people pretending it's not a legitimate complaint. The episodes, which is basically the story mode to the game, is extremely lazy in its presentation. Like, it doesn't have cutscenes, really. It has slideshows. It uses still images to convey the story. Yes, it is a story that's been told a million times with Dragon Ball Z, but if you're going to do a story mode at $70, it should be done well.
Facts.
Like, it should be more than just still fucking images. I think that is a very fair criticism of the game. Now, there are a couple of cutscenes, but they're minimally animated. It's more like action figures that you're looking at. And even still, even in those cutscenes, it'll do like a Kamehameha and then freeze. And then you'll have the character getting hit by it go, ah! And then just stop again. It's basically like fucking stop motion, but terribly done. Like Lego stop motion looks better than the cutscenes in Dragon Ball. And it's a shame. Like, again, I know this story's been told a million times, but for this price tag, if you're going to have the story mode in here, just do something a little bit better than that. And they also skip around so much in the story and don't really explain anything. So if you don't know the Dragon Ball story, you will have no fucking clue what is happening here.
True.
Because it is nonsensical. They don't actually even tell the story. It's as if you asked ChatGPT to give like a 50-word summary per arc of the Dragon Ball Z story. Now, they have different POVs, which help to fill in the blanks, but not very much. They do have a really cool idea, though, with this, where you can actually change the path, go down a different branching path, a what if. So, for example, like in the very beginning with Raditz, you can choose to do it solo. You can just fucking raw dog Raditz and say, Piccolo, we don't need you. And if you defeat Raditz in a quick enough time, you'll get a different path that's not canon, not what we've already experienced.
I want to go through the canonically the fucking canon events. This isn't back to the Spider-Verse. What the fuck am I saying? I want to go through all of it like regularly, like how it's supposed to be done. I might do that first, and then I'm gonna check out like all the other extra stuff to go on. So hopefully I'm able to do all that, which I will. My channel is probably gonna be mostly relying around Sparking Zero at the moment. I'm gonna stop playing a lot of shooting games and all that because right now Sparking Zero is my game and it's my time and I'm ready. I'm ready to go through the challenges, the perks, everything it has to offer. Um, probably be locked in on stream 24/7 nonstop. Probably gonna be one of the best Sparking Zero players out there, along with my brother, who is already whooping ass. Check out his channel, Cam Meister. He's literally like, bro, he's lost 0 matches in the past, 2 days now? So, kudos to that nigga. Facts. So,
which is cool. It's not like the deepest thing ever, but it's a fun little addition to it for sure. And they also have another quirky little addition where when you're in one of those moments where there's like some minimal animation with characters, you can go into first person mode. I mean, that's just kind of nice. Like it's I don't know, cool. Makes it a little more cinematic, I guess, even though the characters are just standing around when you're in first person mode. It's at least different. But yeah, overall I was super underwhelmed by the story mode episodes, all that. Luckily though, that's not where you're going to be spending most of your time. You'll probably grind that just to get the Dragon Balls so you can make a wish and get more characters or something like that. I doubt anyone's going to be playing Sparking Zero solely for the episodes, but I did want to mention that it is pretty lackluster there. Where you're going to be spending most of your time is probably the multiplayer. The multiplayer is so good, and I actually haven't had any real problems with the netcode, and I expected it to be like really sloppy. I thought it'd be like really laggy pretty often, because oftentimes fighting games on launch have been, especially anime fighting games. Not the case here. It is silky smooth.
What?
Very smooth so far, and it's pretty creative. So you have a couple different options. If you want to do ranked, for example, you can do like a single battle where each of you and your opponent, will pick a character, duke it out. This is the traditional game mode I think most people familiar with this series know, love, and expect. But they gave us a really nice surprise. There is another mode here that I think is actually much better and really, really creative. So you pick a team. You have DP points, which you can allocate to different characters, and each character has a different...
It's, for those who don't know, the DP points revolve around the Budokai Tenkaichi series, which basically you get, like, I'd say 20 points, I believe. You get 20 points, and all different characters, stronger characters have higher DP points. So if you pick a higher DP, you get, like, say you pick a 5, then you only have 15 to go off of, and then you got to pick less and less and less. But they are stronger, and they are, like, they have more health and all that. So, I mean... It's a win-win situation if you think about it, because if you pick like hella weak characters, then you can get all 5. But if you pick like 3 strong characters, you can fucking max out and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win situation whether or not like you play the game or not, or if you know like how to use it. And just giving y'all a rundown. So yeah,
value of DP depending on a variety of factors like how effective they are, how much health they have, shit like that. So you'll construct a team with this total allotment of DP points, and you can have 1, 2, or up to 5 characters if you manage your DP that way. You don't have to have 5 characters. You can front load the fuck out of it by taking like an Ultra Instinct character or an expensive fusion, and then just having a second character be a step or 2 below that. So you can just go in with 2 characters as opposed to 5. My strategy, and the one that I have been absolutely ripping asses apart with, is I start with Janinba, who is my favorite Dragon Ball Z villain. I even have this cool statue of him here. I am a huge Janinba enthusiast, and I wish they did more with him outside of just one movie. Janinba costs 7 DP. So he is my first character that I start every fight with in order to just fucking start hitting him with frying pans. So Janinba leads my squad, followed by Krillin, followed by Chaozu, followed by Hercule, and then followed by nameless Frieza Force Soldier. So it's Janinba and then 4 weenies.
This is exactly... Wait. Okay, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was just talking about, too.
Chaozu and Frieza Force Soldier don't cost much DP.
They don't.
So I can have Janinba as my super strong character, and then 4 weenies to try and like whittle down whoever I don't kill with Janinba. And it's a really effective strategy for me so far. I also want to give a special shout out to Chaozu. I think Chaozu is somewhat busted for his DP cost. He has no animations. He doesn't have a running animation. He doesn't have a moving animation. He doesn't have a flying.
Facts. Okay, so think about Chaozu. Chaozu's just a telekinetic bastard. Like literally, he he's so strong to the point where you can just fucking I don't know. It's like he's strong, but he looks weak. You know. And then you got he doesn't have a running animation because he's telekinetic. He can just fly. So it's like you see him and he's just fucking around the map. It's funny. Like it's hilarious.
Animation. He is basically just out there fucking T-posing,
Facts.
and yet his moveset is actually super fast and hard to counter.
That too.
So in this game, defense is extraordinarily important.
Not gonna lie, Penguin Zero is making me want to fucking. You're making me want to fucking play as Chaozu. So I might main. I know I'm gonna main. Who might I main? I'm gonna main most definitely Birder. Most definitely Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Who else? He's making me want to main Chaozu, so that might be one. I was thinking about Whis, but I know I might do Hit because Hit has a time skip and I like fast characters, but at the same time, Hit also has a lot of downsides. So I'm not sure really.
You need to know when to counter, when to vanish, when to perception. It's a lot. There's a lot of nuance to it. And you can kind of mash your way through it sometimes for sure, but the best players are going to know all of the timings and they're going to be able to get out of these things. Chaozu, though, I think has schmix-ups that not even the best players are familiar with yet. So I think this squad is devastating at the moment. I'm doing really well climbing and ranked with it, and I just think it's a really fun format. You have your team lineup, which is always going to be different. You can have wacky lineups. You could have like really standard meta lineups with Ultra Instinct and all of that if you want to. But it just makes it so everything plays out differently. You're always going to be going up against different teams for the most part. You can always get really creative and theory craft. What's the best use of DP? Is it good to go in with 5 strong, or is it good to just go in with 2 really strong, you know? It just makes it super enjoyable. You can even have giant characters too. Like you could do base form Janemba, which is a giant character.
Mm-hmm.
I think he sucks. Like I don't think you're smart to do that
At all.
He's easily punished and doesn't really do much in general. But you can if you want to. You go in there with all giants if you want. It's so
I wouldn't
fun.
do
It's
it,
a
but
great game mode. And now let's really dive into the nitty-gritty of the gameplay, because even though these modes are really fun, they'd fall apart if the game itself wasn't enjoyable. And it is super enjoyable. It's hard to play this game without a smile on your face, I feel. The gameplay is one that I think appeals both to casual audience and people that actually want a, skill ceiling to it, where there's a lot of creative skill expression. I think this offers both. So you can kind of mash your way through it, for sure, and it'll get you some level of success against other people that are mashing, but you will hit a wall when you start going against people that actually bother to learn all of the mechanics. And it's really, really well thought out. Characters play similarly. Like, you're always going to have characters using their light attack strings mixed in with like their heavies, which will stun so you can extend your combos, like combo extenders. You'll launch a character away, and if you're someone that's mashing, you might not know how to follow that up. You won't get like the vanish combos behind them. You won't be able to dragon rush and start punishing even more to extend your combos, but you can, as a masher, still get the launch, and you can maybe still like, dash over there in time or hit them with a super. Like, there is just so many options that I think make it a really fun experience, even if you're someone that doesn't like to try super hard in games like this and just want to kick back, relax, and just play some fucking fun Dragon Ball. It's really well designed. But let's talk about it on a deeper level, because the mechanics offer so much depth like that you can learn, and I really appreciate that. For example, if you're getting comboed out the wazoo, if you're just mashing, you probably won't get out of that combo, especially if it's in your cheeks. Getting hit from behind is a very hard thing to get out of if you haven't like learned the defensive advanced, mechanics. But if you have, what you can do is you can super counter out of it. You can perfectly time to vanish out of it. You can use a super counter. Like, there's a lot of different.
one thing I hate about Dragon Ball games is that vanishing costs like almost a full bar of like energy, and it's annoying. Like, not a full bar, I mean, but like a little quarter of your energy or key, which I don't like, because if you think, well, actually I do like it, because if you think about it, if somebody hits you, if you hit and they vanish, and then they hit and then you vanish, and then you hit and then they vanish, and they keep on going back and forth, all you have to do to get out of that is literally just wait on their shit to deplete or give up. and then they hit, and you'll probably get knocked, and then they'll probably dragon dash, and then probably try to hit you again, and you can vanish, and they probably won't even realize that you're trying to do the same thing. So whenever you get hit, it gives you another opportunity to let them break their guard and try to hit you, and you vanish and punish them. So it's a win-win situation as well.
Different ways of getting out of these tricky situations, and you have to manage your skill points effectively. So skill points in this game allow you to do different things. It's not all defensive, but some of them are. So, for example, if you're on standard controls, you'll press R3 and you'll spend 2 skill points if you're getting pummeled, and it'll get you out of there if you time it right. But
I use basic Tenkaichi controls, which is L1.
if you're also good on offense, you can actually turn that around. So if they press the R3, they use the 2 skill points to get out of it with the counter, you yourself can respond to that and try and keep the combo going. There's just so much back and forth. Like, I am very excited to see like the highest level of this, because it's going to look fucking absurd. I've already seen some crazy clips with like infinite vanishing, where players that are really good squared off, and they had the timing down on the character.
That's exactly what I'm talking about too.
So they ended up just like vanishing 100 times, and they had all the perfectly timed perceptions and Z counters and everything. It is so exciting to watch and to play. I cannot praise the gameplay enough. I love it, and I think most people will, whether you're a huge Dragon Ball fan or not. I just think it's super fun. There's also modes outside of multiplayer. Like, if you want to do just more single solo grinding, you don't have to just do the episodes. They have custom battles, and these are like user created battles with difficulty that far extends beyond what the episodes offer. I found the campaign to be kind of like a steamroll, especially if you just go into sparking mode. The AI doesn't really know how to respond to infinite punches. But outside of these,
actually, AI does know how to respond to infinite punches, because if you, well, actually, hold on.
Story mode, I will say, there are a couple of moments in the episodes that are pretty brutal early on, such as, I'm sure a lot of you have seen the memes, the great ape in the beginning.
I cannot wait for that. I'm probably gonna be trying my hardest to get that down, but I know I'm gonna get it down. Who takes me?
That is pretty tough for sure, but past that it gets significantly easier. But in the custom battles, that difficulty, that can go to absurd levels. So users will create their own custom battles that you can go in, search up, and play. And it's fucking cool. So playing against Omega Shinron on a difficulty called Hell, like, it's just enjoyable. Like, it's fun because you can always have these different battles and different experiences, and it's never just going down one set path. I think it just leads to just unlimited creativity and an unlimited replayability, because you can always just go to the next custom battle. So if you're someone that doesn't want to play like multiplayer against other people, you can do that. There's also tournament mode. There's a lot.
I want to check out tournament mode because, bro, if there's online tournaments, I'm finna go crazy, because I've always wanted to do it. Like, bro, I've always wanted to be in a Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament, like an actual real life tournament. And knowing that there's Sparking Zero tournament is gonna come out, and me showing my skill that's gonna be coming, bro. I want to be one of the best players at this game, whether or not I play everything and stream everything, bro. Sparking Zero might just be my come up, and I say that wholeheartedly because just look at bro. Click off of this video and look at my profile picture. Is that not a Dragon Ball Z fan art? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what I'm saying?
There is a lot to do in Sparking Zero, but I really think the bread and butter is its multiplayer, and I think most people will find enjoyment in it, even if you're not someone that wants to grind super hard to be like a top level player in it, right?
Yeah.
I do think even as a casual player, you can find a lot of success if you never even bother to learn like the advanced mechanics. Overall, I'd say Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is 100% worth buying. It's content complete right now. It doesn't feel half-baked, doesn't feel like anything's missing or needs any drastic fixes or overhauls, which is always refreshing, because sometimes games will come out that feel incomplete and you have to wait like 6 months for them to actually finish the game that you've just bought. This is not the case here. I am excited to see what they add to the game down the line. I know they'll be adding more characters, but I wonder what else they'll be adding. It's just a fun game. I definitely recommend it. That's about it. So, yeah.
Hey,
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, I cannot wait. I can't wait. Like, I feel like I cannot wait. Like, bro, Sparking Zero is I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I feel like I cannot wait, bro. I want to play it now, bro. Like, I low-key want to play it now, but I literally have to be patient. God is telling me be patient, bro. He's telling me to be patient. Like, I could literally load it up right now, but he said be patient, bro. So, hey, I'm going to listen to God's word. It's his will, not mine.